but so cool. Mausoleum of Minnie, Stoddard Lilly.
This week on the Vic Meier Show, I'm still in Northern California. It's a hard place to get to, and an even harder place for me to leave. I take you on a scenic drive to the Avenue of the Giants. Go mountain biking with me in the King Range.
Let's not waste the day. Vic Meier Show on the trail.
Stop by one of my favorite roadside attractions, Confusion Hill. And there's something here I had never, ever seen before. And I can't wait to show you. But first, I'm at the Tolan Campground in the King Range wilderness area. Tolkan for you Lord of the Rings fans out there. Not Tolkien. But isn't this quite dreamy and quite Lord of the Rings-esque? And for a fantasy nerd like me who loves to ride mountain bikes, this is just about paradise when it's not raining. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Anytime you come to a new track, course, whatever, in this case, this is a mountain bike park that's a little in need of attention. But we are really far off the beaten path, and it's amazing they have this much going on in this little space. Anyway, trail needs some work. But you always want to walk the trail. You always want to walk the course, the track, and make sure for any debris and to check the overall condition, which we have done. Hey, let's squeeze this lemon and make a vodka buck. Here we go. Vic Meier Show. Stay tuned. Well, there was a clearing in the weather. I saw some other mountain bikers go riding by on the lower trail, which I think is an easier trail anyway. Let's not waste the day. Vic Meier Show on the trail. It was with a very optimistic and hopeful mind that I would come out here and find any rideable area. It's just very dicey to even avoid the mud holes and little bogs. I'm just gonna dip out of here, get back out on the road and get some exercise. That's what I came out here for. Hey, I even got to see a little patch of blue. My friend Jordan here, who I just met along the trails. Yeah.
Trailside.
Yeah, he's out there dodging the mud puddles like me. But it's still, like, would you say was the one of the best winter trails?
This is it, dude. Paradise Royale. It's great because you can ride it 365 days a year. It's not fun if it's raining, but it's rocky. It's, it's definitely, everywhere else is snowed and mudded in, and I've ridden all over Colorado and in Utah, and there's some great trails, like Hole Enchilada's a fun shuttle run.
Yeah.
Ridden a lot in Downeyville, ridden like really cool spots in Colorado.
Yeah, Downeyville and all the Ville trail courses, that's another place I'm going to have to investigate for you once it's a little warmer.
Yeah,
but
this is my favorite though. I'm from here, so I'm biased, but it's really flowy.
Yeah, no, it's flowy and it's beautiful, and it's really, honestly, there's not a lot of people here.
It doesn't get too cold. It's wet, but it doesn't get too cold.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's nice out here, but one of the great things I'd say, to piggyback off of what you're saying, is that when you're out here, it's not crowded, and it's a really nice course.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, for how far off the beaten trail we are.
Yeah.
Right, Jordan, great meeting you.
You too, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on this trail because I'm gonna be finishing in the dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark, so I don't want to keep you any longer.
Right.
But
I love your rig too.
Well, thank you. Well, there goes Jordan. Wasn't that fun? I'm always meeting the coolest people out here in the middle of what some might consider nowhere. But it's somewhere. And it's pretty darn magical. Even did a little van tour. So mark that down as 3. 3 van tours in probably about a month's time. Yay, Bert. I'm still in Northern California at the King Range National Conservation Area in the Tolan Campground, which is a lovely, almost primitive style campground with pit toilets, no running water, fire rings, and a picnic bench at your site. Relatively level sites, spread out. I think there's about 8 or so of them. First come, first served, no reservations. And normally you'd need cash in order to pay your fare. Luckily, I met a great person named Amber at the office. I got there just in time, and Amber was able to accommodate me since I had no cash on me like a dummy. And Amber charged my card, so I wouldn't expect that. That was a very nice thing she did for me because she had the time and I was just about the only person around. So, $8 a night for this place, and I got it all to myself. Come here with your own supplies. Like I said, no water. There are pit toilets, but Bert's got a much warmer one in the van, so I'll be utilizing that this time. It's a little chilly out here. It's a lot wet. As I've mentioned before, we're squeezing a lemon, making a vodka buck. I'm gonna have to make one of those now that we've belabored the point. I'll find the ingredients I used to use somewhere. This is just a great place to get away and recharge my batteries. Spend some time alone, get some work done, create some art, meditate, pontificate, and then do my best to be great. Well, there's one more thing to do, and that's put the Vic Meier Show stamp of approval on the Tolan Campground. There it is. Vic Meier Show stamp of approval. I got more coming for you next. Stay tuned. I'm at one of my favorite roadside attractions, Confusion Hill, in Piercy, California, just across the Humboldt County line into Mendocino County. And there's something here I had never, ever seen before. And I can't wait to show you. But first, it's a very cool, foggy Northern California morning. And I thought it would be a perfect time to head over to Confusion Hill and tell you all about the world's largest freestanding redwood carving. It's a mouthful. However, I stumbled onto something a little bit more interesting to me, and something I had no idea about even after all these years of coming through this area. In fact, Confusion Hill used to be right on the highway, but that highway washed out back when I was in college, or maybe shortly after. Either way, and this is where the highway used to be. And like with most things around here, water wins. Now it's just a good place to walk the dog. That road washed out, and now it's sort of just off the road, but still one of the great roadside attractions that, well, made up a lot of the tourist and tourism industry in this area. Right as the Redwood Highway was being built and brought through this area,
it really spurred a lot of tourism and neat roadside attractions, just like Confusion Hill and the 44-foot hand-carved totem pole right behind me. And we're going to learn all about that right now.
Maybe you remember the television show Ripley's Believe It or Not. But this totem pole was featured on that television show. It's a 40-foot tall standing redwood tree carved by a chainsaw into a totem pole right here at Confusion Hill in Piercy, California. This one-of-a-kind carving was created from a dead redwood tree. A complex of scaffolding was built all around it. Then it took one man 3 months with a chainsaw to carve it. It is 44 feet tall, including the sign. There are many taller totem poles, but they were cut down and carved, then set back upright. So this is the world's tallest freestanding redwood chainsaw carving. This was the thing I had never known about. The story of Mignon, Minnie Stoddard Lilly. And in the woods across the road behind me lies the mausoleum of Minnie Stoddard Lilly. Let me say that again. In the woods across the road, right behind where I'm standing, lies the mausoleum of Minnie Stoddard Lilly, a homesteader, pioneer, and teacher of early Mendocino County. From 1904 to 1936, Minnie Stoddard taught in a one-room schoolhouse in the Andersonia, Piercy area. For many years, she used a horse-drawn buggy to pick up some of her students to bring them to the school. In 1904, Minnie set out to homestead a claim on the South Fork of the Eel River and described her first night alone in her cabin as having a prayer on my lips and a pistol in my hand. She married William Lilly in 1905. In 1925, they purchased a 55-acre parcel of redwood trees simply because it contained the fraternal monarch, a 301-foot tall tree with a burned-out center, which is now known as the world-famous tree house, temporarily closed at the moment. When construction on the Redwood Highway began in 1929, the Lillys deeded land for the project to the state for $10, and the convict laborers working on the road lived in the treehouse during construction. With the subsequent rise in tourism to the Redwood country, Minnie opened the first gift shop in the area in the center of her treehouse. Minnie passed away on March 8, 1947, and was buried, according to her wishes, to be amongst her beloved trees for eternity. Dedicated this day, September 24th, 2016, clamp year 6021, by the Yerba Buena #1 chapter of E. Clampus Vitus, they included the credo, Quia Absurdum. And what say the brethren? Satisfactory. So just across the road here from Confusion Hill and what used to be the highway is this spooky little path. And one heck of a beautiful redwood. All these years I've been coming through here, I had no idea that somewhere in the forest, across from Confusion Hill, is this hidden mausoleum where Minnie Stoddard Lilly was buried according to her wishes amongst the trees she loved so much. I could only hope for the same. So I'm here in the Avenue of the Giants. We're going to dip in and take a little road trip through one of my favorite scenic byways along the 101. And I'm even going to play a little music for you. Bird's eye view stuff.
3, 2, 1.
I was sitting there all by myself, listening to everybody seem to be like everybody else. And oh yeah, see, gotta be me. Ain't nobody just like this. Gotta be me. Baby, hit on this. You're sitting there all by yourself, listening to everybody seem to be like everybody else. And oh you see, you got to be free. Ain't nobody just like this. I got to be me. Baby, hit on this. I was sitting there all by myself, listening to everybody seem to be like everybody else. And oh you see, these folks. Remember, when you're out there on the road, keep it between the line, look out for Smokey because he's looking out for you. And as always, thank you for allowing me to entertain you. Presumably. This is the Vic Meier Show every Wednesday on YouTube. See you next week.